Okay, welcome back. Today we are going to be continuing on with our launching a business unit. Just to review, yesterday we we read about creating a logo, how to create a logo, watched a little bit of a video. The learning targets or next steps for this unit are you're going to create a logo. You're going to use an online drawing program to create that logo. You're going to save your image as a PNG file. You're going to insert that PNG file, your logo, into a Word file. Resize the logo to 320 by 240. And on the computer, that is 5 inches. I think in Microsoft Word, it goes by inches. It doesn't go by pixels. Then you're going to insert your avatar. That was a JPEG image from the other day into a Word file. And let's make sure that that is 2 inches wide. And then we're going to eventually be color printing to the color printer. So these are the things I want to make sure that you know how to do. Use an online drawing program, save an image as a PNG file type, insert images into Word, resizing images, and printing to the color printer. From your reading yesterday, you found that logos are, there's 3 different types of logos. There are font-based logos. There are logos that illustrate what a company does. And there are abstract symbol logos. Let's take a look at a few of those logos. Okay. So first of all, a font-based logo, we have all kinds of them here. We have anything that basically has a name. Burger King would be a font-based logo. MasterCard would be a font-based logo. Facebook has an F, that would be a font-based logo. The abstract logos are the ones that really don't have anything to do with the company. They're just more of a design. So we have Nike is abstract. Pepsi is an abstract image. The Pepsi logo actually evolved over time from a couple different things. So those are all abstract. The Microsoft logos tend to be more abstract. And then you have the abstract, then you have the logos that, in the logo, it tells you what the company is about. For example, Costa Coffee, it has some coffee beans inside their logo, so it just kind of shows you what they're doing. We have Domino's Pizza kind of has the little dominoes on it, and it has text, so they combine several different tools. But those are some different things to think about when creating your logo. When we create your logo, we're going to be using a program called, an online program called Pixlr. So let's go there now. We're going to go to www.pixlr.com. If we go to pixlr.com, we're going to choose the Pixlr editor. And this is an online drawing program. It's free. You can access it from home, from school, anywhere that you have an internet connection. And we're going to create a new image. I'm going to title my image logo. I'll leave the preset 800 by 600 and we'll click OK. Now what you're going to do is we're just going to explore the different drawing tools. The first drawing tool that we have is a pencil. So when I click on pencil, I can then click, hold, and drag and draw. Now you'll notice that my pencil is set for sketchy. I'm going to undo this, get rid of that drawing I just put in, and I'm going to change my pencil to plain. And now it's a thinner line. If you increase the width of your pencil, as you draw, you get a little bit thicker line. So that's the pencil. Other options are trail, shaded, sticky, and ink. So as you're creating your logo today, make sure you experiment with the different pencil settings. We have our paintbrush. Okay. Right now my paintbrush is set for like almost a spray can paintbrush. You can change your brush and your size over here in our brush settings. We can have a round brush that has sharp edges. We can have a round brush that's more of a spray can, so it has the feathered edges. We can have a square brush that has the sharp edges. Or we have all different kinds of different shapes of brushes. So let's take some time to experiment. If you use the shape brushes, when you click, it puts like a stamp. If you click and hold and drag, it drags some trails. Now it's going to paint or draw on our canvas. I'm going to undo a few things here. I'm going to draw on our canvas whatever color we have displayed in our toolbar. So if I want to draw in red, I double click, make sure that I click on red. Whatever color is showing up right here is the color that we're going to pick from. When I click on red, it gives me some choices of red. So I'm going to pick the red I like, and then I click OK. Now you'll see that I am drawing with red. So as I click, it gives me red stars. You can also draw simple shapes. I'm going to click and hold and draw a simple shape. Now, for colors for our simple shapes, this color that's displayed in our toolbar is the line color of the shape. So the line around the shape. Our fill color is near in this upper right-hand corner. So I'm going to change my fill color to a blue. And now when I click and hold and draw my square, it's blue. If I want to change my shape, I can change it to a square with rounded corners. Notice every time I change a shape, it changes, the fill color changes. So you have to be aware that you may have to make sure you check your fill color before you start to draw. This comes in really handy when making a logo, especially if you want to use abstract shapes and you want to create a very clean image. The shapes might actually be a little bit easier than drawing things out. Now, if you want to create a shape but you can't really use a tool, then what you do is you take your pencil tool and you drag, and maybe you do an outline of the shape. Then we come back with a paint can and we fill in that. Now notice it kind of gives me a little bit of a white edge around there. I don't want to have that white edge, so I'm going to undo that briefly. And my tolerance, bump my tolerance up here a little bit. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that was too tolerant. Went all the way out. So try about 80. There it feels a little bit better. It's still seeing a little bit of white, so I would just putz with that, keep putzing with that until I found a fill that filled it all the way in neatly without leaving any white spots. So those are the simple tools when using the Pixlr program. The last thing is text. I just want to talk about that because you could run into some errors. If you want to put some text on the screen, you can go ahead and put your text in. You can change your font, your size, your color. Okay, you can do all that and click OK. Now, I went back to the pencil, and it gives me this error. The layer must first be rasterized to make sure it's editable, to be editable. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go into layer, and I am going to just choose merge down, and it merged my layers. So now this text is no longer text, it's more of a graphic. I can't necessarily come in and edit that text anymore. But I can take my select tool and delete it or move things around that way, because now it is the same as if it was drawn out. Whenever you use text, you have to make sure that you merge down your layer, or flatten the image also works. All right. So what I want you to do is make sure you get into Pixlr and start using the drawing tools to create your logo. And when you're ready to save, we're going to save the image to your computer, and we want to make sure we're saving it as a PNG file. When you click OK, it brings up the dialog box asking us which folder to save in. Make sure you save in your Digital Technology 1 folder. Thanks, and have fun.